Here's the harsh truth. There are two types of people in this world. Those that demand respect, and those that are disrespected. The ones that get disrespected the most are the ones that keep getting disrespected. You see, life works on a subconscious level. It's a cosmic mirror. What you put out, you get back. But here's the problem. You're putting out the wrong signals. And if you don't want to be disrespected, then you have to change what you're putting out. You see, there are two things that control human interaction: how much you give and how much you take. Let me put this into perspective. Imagine you go up to your boss and ask for a raise because you deserve it. He looks you up and down and says, "I'm giving you a raise, but I'm also cutting your hours. So don't think you're getting more than you bargained for." In this situation, you got less than you bargained for. You went in asking for more hours, but he turned around and took some away. On the other hand, let's say you're playing a sport and you just so happen to be the best. Every day you wake up before everyone else, train twice as long, and eat better than anyone else. Your coach walks up to you and offers you a scholarship to play overseas. In this situation, you got more than you bargained for. You trained hard, but he offered you something you didn't even dream of. The bottom line is, life will always give you exactly what you bargained for. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to women, most men barter with the wrong things. They give their time, attention, and love, only to find out that they get ignored, taken for granted, or replaced. That's because women don't respect that type of man. They might like him, but they don't respect him. This happens because most men bargain with the wrong things. They give their time, attention, and love only to find out that they get ignored, taken for granted, or replaced. That's because women don't respect that type of man. They might like him, but they don't respect him. Now, most men know this intuitively. It's the reason why we hate the term nice guy. We know that nice guys finish last. It's something our fathers told us, something our grandfathers lived by. But for some reason, men still keep going back to the same well, over and over again. And here's the harsh truth. Women are a great example, but this applies to every facet of life. You are trading the wrong things for the wrong reasons. Let me break this down. The problem with most people is that they reach trying to gain something without understanding why they want it. To understand this concept, let's go back to school. Back in school, the jocks were popular. Every girl wanted to date them. Why? Because these guys represented something that girls wanted. They had status, they had popularity, they had friends, and what most people don't realize is that the jocks knew this, which is why they acted the way they did. They never tried to win over every single girl. They didn't simp. They didn't try to please every girl. They were comfortable with themselves, and they carried themselves that way. And when they did date girls, it was because they knew they were getting something special. The girls knew it too, which is why they went for it. On the other hand, you had the nerds, the skinny kids, the ones that kept to themselves. These guys weren't really noticed. Girls would hardly ever talk to them. They were invisible. Most of these guys would have loved to have dated the most popular girl, but they wouldn't have been able to do it even if they wanted to. Why? Because they didn't represent anything valuable. And if you don't represent anything valuable, no one wants to be around you, much less date you. And here's where it gets interesting. The jocks could have just as easily chosen not to play sports. They could have decided to be book smart instead. They could have picked to be skinny. They could have decided to be unpopular. The point is, they could have made a conscious choice to become the nerd instead, but they didn't. They chose to be jocks instead. The reason why they became jocks wasn't to get girls, but because it's who they were. It's what they enjoyed. They didn't do it to stand out. They did it because they liked it. And as a side effect, they became popular, they became respected. Bottom line is this. If you want to be respected, you can't bargain with the wrong things. If you want to be respected, you can't do things for the sake of popularity. You can't do things to simply get noticed. And that's the problem with most people. They do things to simply get noticed. They help others to simply get noticed. They speak up just to simply get noticed. They impress others just to get noticed. They study, get good grades just to get noticed. They dress well, buy luxury cars just to get noticed. They work out, build muscle just to get noticed. They do everything they can just to get noticed. But here's the problem. None of these things come from within. None of these things define who you are as a person. If you're doing these things to be noticed, it means you're empty inside. It means you have nothing to offer. This is where people lose everything. They do the bare minimum to get by. They just squeak by with decent grades. They just manage to scrape together a living. They just barely maintain a relationship. And as soon as someone better comes along, they get left behind. And it's all because they bargain with the wrong things. They do things just to get by. They do things just to be average. And the second someone better comes along, they get left behind. That's because you have to stand out. You have to be above average. And the only way to do that is to stop doing things for the sake of being noticed. Stop chasing popularity and start chasing what you love. Stop chasing girls and start chasing skills. Stop chasing money and start chasing excellence. If you do, you'll be rewarded with what you didn't even dare to dream of. Look, here's the deal. Everyone wants to be respected, but few actually are. Why? Because most people don't understand that respect isn't given, it's earned. And if you want to be respected, you have to earn it. Here's the brutal reality. You are unloved, unwanted, and insignificant. You are unseen, unheard, and unknown. The harsh truth is that you are all of those things and the world doesn't care about you. It's not that deep, and the sooner you realize this, the faster you can fix it. If you want to be seen, then see yourself. If you want to be heard, then hear yourself. If you want to be known, then know yourself. That's where it all starts, with self-awareness. That's where you become more than skin deep. That's where you become more than what people think. You see, it's simple. You either give or you take. The question you need to ask yourself is, what am I putting out? What am I putting into the world? What value am I bringing? Are you bringing love, or are you bringing hate? Are you bringing joy, or are you bringing pain? Are you bringing light, or are you bringing darkness? The answer to those questions determines how you will be treated. So if you want to change how you're treated, change what you bring to the table, change what you put out. Become more than skin deep. Become more than what people see. Become more than what people think. You see, the people that get taken advantage of are the ones that are willing to stand up for themselves. The ones that keep getting disrespected are the ones that keep letting it happen. The ones that continue to fail are the ones that don't learn from their mistakes. Look around you. Every single person that has ever failed, that has ever gotten taken advantage of, that has ever gotten disrespected, that has ever been hurt, has done it to themselves. And the only way to stop it is to change how you treat yourself. You are your first impression. You are your first love. If you want to be loved, then love yourself first. If you want to be respected, then respect yourself first. If you want to be happy, then be happy first. And if you want to be free, then start by being free in your mind. So enough is enough. You've suffered enough. You've been broken enough. You've been put down enough. You've been used enough. It's time to rise up. It's time to fight back. It's time to take what's rightfully yours. It's time to stop being nice and start being respected. This is your Alpha Reset.